What's up, everybody? I am at the private premiere of a movie produced, written, and acted by Evin Gibson, starring a lot of people that I have brought on the show. Me and Mama has interviewed. Say hi, Mama. Hey! They're still searching for the people. This is A&N from, yeah. She's not feeling well. She hurt her arm. And no, hey, there's nobody on there yet, but say hey. They come much later, my people, and everything. So it's really nice. You realize that we've been knowing each other so long that we're really family. Yes. So, I hear screaming. I hear screaming, guys. How long is it? I might keep it live for a little bit so they can behind the scenes. Facebook, don't cut me off. I don't own the music in the background. Because Facebook be trippalocious. But I love you, Facebook. Yes. Oh my God, this is amazing, guys.
I love it.
I love it.
Wish I would have dressed a little bit dressier though.
Mom, you look nice because I'm gonna tell you, some people have just regular pants on, and some people have dresses on, and you look fancy. I just came from you. So I'm gonna let you guys sit here with me for a minute. Whenever you come on here, I know y'all be on here next week saying what happened. It happened already when y'all looking at this.
Did it to yourself.
Yeah. This is nice. I am so honored to be at this event, and I'm gonna let you guys know, Evin has done it up right. He has red carpets on all sides of the room. He has, I don't know what that is, but he has that going on, which is nice. Can I turn it around? Would you like to see? Look, isn't that nice? What's up? What's up, people? What's up, people? Let me walk around a little bit. I'm gonna try not to get in their faces though. Oh, I gotta turn the light off. They'll be like, excuse me. Yeah, so not everybody's here yet. People are still coming, but we got like Kilo Q is up in this joint right now. He is an award-winning author. Award-winning songwriter. We've got a lot of the actors in here. We got a lot of famous people in here. We got a lot of producers up in this mug. This is really nice. This is really nice. They got movie projectors and that in, and movie projectors and that in over there. So I know it's called. And everybody's on there taking their pictures. Normally, I never take, hey, how you doing? I never take pictures with anybody. And then I'll be like, oh yeah, I was at the event, and I never take pictures.
True.
You know?
I know I don't.
Mom never does either. Look how beautiful that looks.
Donna.
Yes. Her arm is not feeling well, guys. So, but she is like the best cook in the entire world. In the entire world.
In the universe.
And the universe. And then there's Evin over here. So I'm gonna come off of here and I'm gonna go on my other Facebook, and I'll be back on here much later, okay? So this is the movie premiere of Evin Gibson's. Oh, the name was so cute. Yeah. I'm gonna turn the thing around. I'm like, I'm dating his part. There he goes right there. He is the writer and he is the producer of the movie called Bloodline of the Jewel. Bloodline of the Jewel. Yes. He also has a Christmas song out, guys, as well. Okay. So yeah, so I'll be back a little bit later, okay? And I will probably let you guys know. I'll probably just do regular video and put it up so you guys can see. Uh-oh, they're getting ready to start everything.
Is it 10 minutes here? Mama D?
I don't have any pictures with Evin. I gotta take pictures with him. Like, I don't know who these people are. And there's a lot of people here. Oh, there's a lot of, okay. Also, too, the movie was based out of Africa, and the movie was also based out of the United States and some parts of North Carolina. And which is really nice about the whole entire thing, which is amazing, is that he's taking actors from all over. So we've got a lot of actors from Africa that's in it as well. And the movie is really long. The movie is like over 2 hours long. So I will let you guys know what I think about. He did this right, guys. He did it right.
Plus he knows a lot.
And the people, yes. Well, see, Evin is loved. All right, let me tell you something about Evin Gibson. He is loved. He's the most humble person that you want to ever meet. Like, I remember, when is the first time we ever met Evin?
Oh, God, it's been about 10 years.
Can you guys even hear me?
At least over 10 years.
Over 10 years now. How long have you known her, Mama?
You know, 12, 15.
Yeah. It's been over there.
Never mind, 12 or 15. I'm going to tell too much.
Oh, Mom about to tell her age. You know, she's only 24 years old. She had me when she was 2. She sure did. It was on the news and everything. It was on the news and everything. Let me tell you something. Let me stop. Oh yeah, by the way, go ahead and watch Mama D's movie. It is also an award-winning movie called Hit by Blood, and Miss Jackson. And her maiden name is Miss Jackson. So don't be stalking her. She's only 12. Look, let me show you. This is what I'm talking about. This is beautiful people there. This is beautiful people. All right, look. This is what I'm saying. Guys, is that who I think it is?
Oh my God.
Oh my God, she done brought Versatile out, honey. Oh my God, it's Versatile. This is a handsome young man right there. Look at him. Look at him. Oh my God. Look, Versatile. Let me tell you, she has the voice. She can sing better than anybody I've ever seen. Anybody.
Beautiful voice. Sit down.
Oh la la. Yes. I'm about to fall on my behind. I gotta remember to pick up my dress. Uh-oh. Well, I'm live right now, so should I go like this? Oh, I'm live right now. This is Versatile, y'all. Oh, no, okay. Oh, no, let me give you this. I love this lady, but we're not going to show her right now. I will take a picture with you later. Anywhere you want. Yes, nice. This is nice. Oh my God, guys, look at this. Look at this. Look at this. Look. All right, I'm gonna come off. I will be back a little bit later now that I know that I can go live.
I keep on wanting to say hi at Embassy Suites in Raleigh, North Carolina. So I'm gonna let that go. And you know.
But yeah, so with that being said, I'm gonna take this time to send out a personal invitation to everyone across the social platforms that you stream on, Didi. Come on down, and Didi, tell them what you're gonna be doing over there on November 16th. Because come on, tell the people what you're doing. Is it a secret, Didi? Let's go.
Yes, I'm excited about this. So, guys, I am going to be doing like kind of behind the scenes. I'm going to bring a TMZ type of style to it. So I'll be
Wow.
interviewing the guests. I'll be talking about the clothing. I'll be highlighting the shoes and the accessories and how people are representing. I'll be interviewing you ladies, and we're going to be having fun. And it's all going to there's gonna be several clips of it. So it's me live, and then after that I'll do the highlights and post all of that. So yeah, that's what I'm doing. I'm excited.
That's amazing.
Didi, thank you so
Well,
much in
thank
advance.
you.
We are
Thank
looking
you.
forward to working with you on November 16th. So yeah, we're looking forward to it for sure.
Yeah, I can't wait. I'm excited about it. I've been talking about it for a hot minute and 2 seconds, y'all. Hot minute and 2 seconds. I do have one question, and I think you guys kind of answered it, so you might be repeating yourself, but this came in as an email. Like when the person goes to a Beauty as Me event, what can they expect to see?
Okay, so I'm gonna hand that over to Dr. Metellus, Dr. Miriam. Um, let them tell us.
I'm sorry, what
Dr.
was the
Metellus, yeah,
question?
let them tell us.
Can you
So
guys
the,
see me?
so the question is, it's an email
I,
question actually, and it's basically when a person goes to a Beauty is Me event, what can they expect from walking into the door, in the course of the event? What can they expect to go down? Like, what are the highlights of it?
Wow. It's like an evolution because we
Dang.
have different categories. And
Mhm.
so we have the beauty tea, we have the couture, we have the evening, we have the sports, and the girls come out in these different personalities. And towards the end, you actually see an evolution of their story and the creativity. And my best part is when the judges get to ask a question. I have not had one of those times without people crying because some of these women
Wow.
have never been seen before until that moment. One of our contestants, which Miss Dr. Miriam, Miss Demetra is her name. This girl was like, you would have thought she was the shyest of the bunch, and she killed it. And I will
Mm.
never forget, I had a private conversation with Dr. Miriam, and she said, my mom has never told me I was beautiful.
Mm.
Dr. Miriam's heart was full with
Mm.
joy to hear someone in their 30s say that their mother never has told them they were beautiful. And so for
Mm.
me, that was, it was all, it was all worth it. And so you will get an opportunity to see these beautiful queens transition from different
Ooh.
categories, show you their creativity, and then you're going to get close and personal with them by the judges asking them some questions so we can learn more behind the beauty that stands in front of us. So for me, it's the evolution and the transitioning and the creativity. And I love, love, love the personal part of the judges' questions.
Oh,
wow.
Awesome.
I'm
I always,
excited.
I
Okay.
always tell people that's my
First of
favorite part of the competition. You
Mm.
know, as a judge, I would pick the longest question to ask. You know why? Because I want to see how you can transition your thoughts. I don't. I
Mm.
will pick the longest. When they gave us a judge sheet, I would get the longest question, 2 or 3 part question, because now you really have to be in the moment, right? So
Yeah.
that as a judge, that's kind of how I did for the last couple of years. So I'm hoping the judges that I brought this down do the same. So I'm going to make the questions 2 and 3 parts. So let's see
Wow.
what the is able to do.
so for me, my favorite part, can you guys see me first of all?
Yes.
Yeah, we can see you now. Yeah.
We
Are
can
you
see you
able to see
now.
me? Okay, because my
Now we
camera
can see
been
you
on,
now.
so I'm not sure why you can see me. But my favorite part of the whole competition, I have so many, but it's the beauty is me tea, is seeing how everyone will put their unique style into the t-shirt to say
Mhm.
this is how I feel beautiful with it, and this is how I can funk it up, and make it
Mhm.
sure. It's a Tiara and Harriet are wearing right now. But we have people like last year's winter, she turned it into a corset. It was so gorgeous.
Mhm.
We had
Oh,
another winner
wow.
who turned it into what is it, a Mexican ruffle top. So, and then it still
Mhm.
stand as beauty is me. But
Mhm.
overall, I worked personally, the whole team, but personally, when we work with this, we want every individual women, and you know where they came from, and you are
Mhm.
seeing the final product, which is, it's not us telling them how to dress, it's not
Mhm.
us telling them how to do their hair, it's not us telling them, exactly how to behave, how to be. Taking everything we have taught them, how
Mhm.
to value themselves, how to see
Right.
the self-worth, and then
Mhm.
they show that on the stage.
Mhm.
Yes, tears always come out. I'm
Yeah.
always tearing up
Mm.
because it's like my babies. I don't care if they're 20, I don't care if they're
Mhm.
65. We had the oldest so far, 67 has been the oldest. The youngest has been what,
Wow.
19, I believe,
19.
last year. They're all my babies, our babies, because we took the
Right.
time to get to know them and to let them know they are beautiful no matter
Mhm.
what.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
Wow.
absolutely. Absolutely.
Wow, this really touches my heart. And you are correct.
Oh,
This is a movement.
good.
It really is. Because, unfortunately, that's not the first time I've heard somebody say that
Ah,
nobody's ever told me
excuse
I'm
me.
beautiful. Sometimes it's the husband who first tells them, or a good friend or whatever. But this is really amazing. And I know that you guys travel all over with this, and I
Is
know
she
it's
on
getting
mute?
a
I
big,
can't hear.
but I hope that my audience really go forward. I'm sorry, you guys couldn't hear me?
You were chirping up for a little bit, but it's sounding a little bit better now.
Okay.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I apologize, guys. This is live. And when it's live, we deal with a little bit of everything.
Right.
So with that being said, again, could you guys tell me one where it's going to be located, which is down there. I have the address and everything, but you guys verbally go ahead and say it, how people can purchase the tickets. Because I think I'm getting a lot of people who are emailing me saying, how do we purchase the tickets? And the dates and times again. And I'll put up the flyer while you're saying it.
Okay, so you can purchase the tickets on Eventbrite. You can go Beauty is Me. I mean Eventbrite / Beauty is Me. You can also follow us on our social, Beauty is Me NC on Facebook, and Team Beauty is Me NC on IG. Um, you can
Mhm.
also check our personal pages, myself, Harriet, Mariam's, Shanique. We all have the information on our pages. We're pushing it. So, of course, we have premier seating, general admission, and children under 12 tickets. The prices are very reasonable, and we promise that you're going to have a good time. We invite you to come down. We want you to walk the pink carpet with us because there's going to be the pink carpet over there.
Yes.
Yes. Doing the
Yes.
pink
Not a
carpet.
pink carpet.
Honey.
Walking the pink
Yes,
carpet.
darling.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Yes. And
Harriet,
and
tell them about our pink carpet host. Tell them about our pink carpet host.
honey, listen. This young lady happens to be a good friend of mine as well as Miss Dee Dee, and Dee Dee knows her as well. She's actually on one of the movies and Miss Dee Dee is an author and writer herself. I'm actually lead actress in one of her movies that we're going to be filming next year.
Hey,
Yeah. So
yes.
our pink carpet host, her name is Carla Simmons. and she's a stand-up comedian as well that does stuff all around. But she has agreed to be our pink carpet host for that evening. And I promise you, girl, what? She may
Yes.
crack a couple of jokes and have you cracking up, but we've done the red carpet at a couple of events. She hosted the ACE Awards last year pink carpet host for that evening, and I promise you, girl, what? She may crack a couple of jokes and have you cracking up, but we've done the red carpet at a couple.
We're going. We're live. Listen, guys. We made it. We made it. Listen, I can see myself on there. We are live right now. I'm excited. Hey. You guys have, yes, we made it. You guys are looking at and listening to the Dee Dee Walker Live show, and I'm excited because I've got this gentleman that I'm interviewing right now. He's amazing. He's an actor. I've literally seen him act Pimp by Blood. He was in that. You did a phenomenal job on that.
Thank you.
And I was like, forever and a day, I've been trying to interview you, and it's like one thing after the other. So I want the audience, I know that you probably can't hear everything I'm saying, so please bear with us. There will be a part 2, but the first thing I'm going to start off with is, oh my goodness, when did you decide that you wanted to even start acting?
I've been saying 5 years for like the last 3 years, so it's probably been close to about 6 years ago now. Probably 6.5 years ago. At the job that I work at, I'm a silly dude. I'm a big kid. You know what I'm saying? I've always been doing music, but I had a friend, and we were actually just joking around doing karate. I'll admit it. We were doing karate on the elevator, and he was like, "Man, you are so animated. Have you ever thought about acting?" And so I was like, acting? And you know, I've done little plays in church and stuff like that, but I never really considered it. And I don't know why, but when he said it that last time, it was like he planted a seed. And from that point on, I couldn't stop thinking about it. But I was like, I'm in Winston-Salem, North Carolina. Where is it to act at? And I don't know, God just kind of ordered my path. And I started doing little plays, and from there I met some people, and then I did a film with Michael Bowie and Saved by the Arts with Kilo and Morgan, Flower Child, and it just kind of kept evolving. I kept meeting people, and I'm up here with you now, thank God.
And you are amazing. I've actually seen a lot of stuff that you've been in. I love the roles that you play and stuff like that. So we're going to dig into all of that in a second. But one of the things that I noticed before we get into, I know I already asked you the question, like what made you start acting, but I noticed that I see on your IMDb that you are writing as well. So could you tell us a little bit about that?
What my writing at this point, probably as far as like a project goes, I did Demons Inside with my a friend of mine named Todd, and that was like the first actual script writing I did, like actual sitting down. He had a scene he brought to me. He asked me what I thought from an actor's perspective, and I just read it and I was like, this is dope as far as the setup. But I was like, yo, I get what you're trying to do, but I think it would be dope if he said this at this point. And he just looked and was like, well, write it then. I was like, I'm not a writer. And he was like, just write it. And I wrote the scene that I was in, you know what I'm saying? And that kind of was really dope. I was like, maybe I could kind of indulge in this aspect and stuff like that. But me and Jay Blaq, I don't know if you know Jay, but me and Jay Blaq we had a YouTube show, kind of like Martin's show. And it was comedy, and, yeah, called Blaq on Blaq. And we wrote that whole show. We had a whole season that he and I did together. I didn't consider myself a writer at the time because we literally didn't write it down. But what we kind of did was he would get on the phone and say, hey, this happened to me today. And I'd be like, oh, well, this happened. And the conversation turned into the scripts that we would write based off our relationship with each other. And actually we wrote scripts, but we just didn't write them down. We did it like Jay-Z did. We would actually formulate all these scripts in our heads, and when we got on set, we just remembered everything and the structure and the story, and there it is, Blaq on Blaq, a whole season of it.
Wow. I'm gonna tell you what, and I hope that you can hear me because I know I'm breaking up a lot.
I hear you.
Those are the best ones when you just you get into, I call it getting into your kid outfit. You get into your kid outfit.
Yes.
And you just kind of just like, so I think that's really to the acting part. Now I know that you have and one of the things, let me pull up your IMDb so I can have this right. We're going to work it down here. Murder Chose Me. Can you tell me about that?
Oh man, that's it's on the ID channel television show. They do the reenactments of crimes. I was so excited to do that. Went down and did that about a year or so ago, and that was through my agency. And I mean, it was great. You know, I got a little lead role in it and stuff like that. I got to play the Muslim guy at the mosque who discovers the body, and it was great being on set. Not just, I mean, no disrespect to anybody as far as I've done the background roles and the extra roles and stuff like that. So that's always great, but it was cool to actually, you know, have a leading role on a television show and lines and things of that nature. So to be there and get a chance to see how all that work and interact with the director, and you know, it's exciting, but I always look at it from a learning perspective. So that was a great process for me to learn from.
Wow. Okay. And then what about, because you know, I'm gonna ask all the questions. What about The Bridge? What was that about? And that was what was that in 2017 or 2020? I'm not sure. But it's called the Bridge, and it looks like Full Circle. Is those two different ones, or?
No, it's The Bridge. That project evolved over like a 3.5 year process. And it's probably the longest project I've ever been on, but it was almost like a course. That's how I look back at it. Like I got that early on when I first started acting, and we took about 3.5 years to do it. So all along the way, I was growing as an actor through that process. So there are scenes that I look at that I know was when we first started. And then there are scenes closer to the end where I was like, the light bulb started to come on, and I really started to understand what acting was. And so I can see the little variances and the little small changes that I was starting to pick up on. So to me, that was almost like going to school. it was a Brandon Bias shot it. He wrote it. We had a huge cast, and it was just great getting to work with everybody and to learn from everybody. So to me, I always look back at the bridge. It was fun, but it was like night school for acting. It was, you know, on film. Like I learned through that whole process. So when I watch it now, it's hard for me to just watch it. I always watch and be like, ooh, I could have did that better. And then I look at some of the stuff later, and everybody thinks it's one continual thing. And I'm looking at the older shots like, ooh, I did my thing right there. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I love the bridge. It'll always have a special place with me.
Awesome, awesome. And prayer never fails.
I think it's Wesley Walker, I think but I have a friend named Sid. Sid went to film school to do scoring. And I started out, my creative aspect of it started out doing rap. So, and I still do music. So I put out like 9 albums. So during that process, I've met people from all over. And Sid is a guy that I knew, I think he was about to graduate high school when I met him. And he was doing music, and he went to college for film school. And he actually that's one of his first projects, scoring, like after he got out of college. That was one of his first jobs, getting to score that movie. And it had quite a couple of notable actors in it and stuff like that. And he hit me, and I hadn't even started acting then, but he hit me and was like, hey, I want you, the guy that's doing the movie needs a soundtrack. And I know you're a good rapper. And so I got to do 2 songs for the soundtrack. I did the lead song for the whole movie, and then I did a joint for one of the scenes in the movie.
Wow, wow. So in acting, right? So I see that you're like all over the map. You've done a little bit of everything. Is there a role out there that you're like, oh, I gotta play that. I gotta be somebody's dad or uncle or something like that. It's something.
I worked a lot with Nicola Knox. She's a director and actress herself, and she kind of put it in perspective for me. I didn't really think about it that much, but she was like, "You're a good character actor," and I was like, "Oh, well, what does that mean? What are you saying?" And she was like, "No, it's like you do, you do well with roles, but she like when it comes to roles that you kind of have to become somebody else, that seems to be like your niche." And when I thought about it, like a lot of the roles I got at first have been like street roles and thug roles, and totally fine with that. I have no problem, because for me, I just like to act. So I never look at it like I'm getting typecast. So I always look at that as I'm working. But for me, as of lately, as I've started to learn, it seems like those other roles are coming where I get to stretch myself, and like Pimp by Blood, you know what I'm saying? That I didn't have a whole bunch of lines, but I got to be somebody else, you know what I'm saying? And it had a couple levels to it. So I'm enjoying that aspect of it. I like being a character actor. I played a ghost in Save the Arts movie that they did with the kids, and I played a ghost. And that was fun because I really got to wild out and cut loose, and I like those roles where I don't have to play. I get to stretch.
I love that. You know what? I remember that when you played the ghost in it, and I've met you like several times before then.
Yes.
But I really got to know you during that time when you were in Save the Arts. Awesome, awesome. I love what they are doing with that whole program. I give them like 50 thumbs up.
Yes.
Like I really do. I'm very proud of it. Speaking about Pimp by Blood, can you tell us a little bit about that, and what was your character, and how was it like playing that character,
Well,
that does stuff all around, but she has agreed to be our pink carpet host.
Ooh.
for that evening. And I promise you, girl, what?
Am I right or my left? I always get that mixed up. We live.
What's up?
What's up? I'm so excited. Guys, look who I gotta go like this. Oh, good. I did it right this time. Look who I have to my, was it my right or my left? I always get that mixed up. I've got the one and only. Okay, let me just go ahead and describe who he is. You guys know who he is.
Oh, you
He's
gonna embarrass me here. What's going on? What's going on, Dee Dee? How you doing? You acting like we're not family.
Yes, but I'm excited. I'm excited. Listen, I don't need to give you an intro. No pun intended. But I'm going to give you an intro. This guy is known for being in the group Intro. You guys might know the songs back in the 80s that we all grew to. Some of us had some babies to that music. And one was Coming. Let Me Be the One, Don't Leave Me, Feels Like the First Time, Anything for You, and the list goes on. We got
Far too kind. Far too kind. How's it going? How's my people in North Carolina?
Oh my God, they are loving you. They're missing you.
Oh wow.
To come back. Oh my goodness.
I'll see them again. I'll see them again soon. Yeah.
Yes. This whole COVID thing has everybody upside down and inside out.
Tell me about it. It's just like all day. I'm all day. I'm like, sometimes I get out the car and I'll go into the store and I'll get all the way in to the door and forget about these things right here. So yeah.
I know.
Get used to them now.
I have to do the same thing. I forget. I walk all the way. I be all cute walking up there, and they looking at me like, back in the day, if you walked in with a mask, the first thing people could do is they're scared. They want to kick you out. But now if you walk without a mask,
there's people walking into the bank with a mask on, and gloves.
I know.
Yeah.
Crazy. So we're going to get into it, but I'm going to go ahead and start kind of like the beginning and stuff like that. I noticed that you're in your studio now, and of course you're out there, so you're making some new music. But before we get to new music, I want to talk about your humble beginnings. Did you start, did your career start singing with the group Intro, or did you start before then?
My career started when I was like, I want to say 10 or 11 years old. I was playing the piano at my church. Actually, my father was the organist, and we had a pianist, but the pianist left and went someplace else, so my father was just playing the organ by himself for a while. Being that the piano was empty, I would just sit at the piano and I started playing with one or two fingers, and I watch him around the house playing. So I started picking up some of the gospel hymns, and let me see. Oh yeah, it is on. But I started playing. Like I just honestly, I just started playing old school hymns like. So anyway, make a long story short, when I was around 11 or 12 years old, after choir rehearsal one night, the deacon came up to me and he had a yellow envelope in his hand, and it had $20 in it.
Ooh.
I was like, wow, I could get paid for doing something that I love. And every Tuesday after choir rehearsal, here comes a yellow envelope, $20. $20 eventually went to $60, eventually to $80. And I continued that up until the time I was like 18. So I was like in high school, making almost like $300 a week playing piano in church. And, I just loved it. And then from that point on, I knew that I wanted to be a paid musician if possible. But, it was really the love of music that started me, earning from my love. And it was just the playing the piano at church is what really got me into music. And then from there, while I was in church, we started a rap group because rap music had just started emerging. So from doing gospels, like I wanted to be a rapper, and then I went into the military, and that's where I met, rest in heaven, Kenny Green, who was one of the most prolific songwriters and vocalists of our era. Then that's the beginning of intro.
It was the beginning of intro. Wow.
Right in North Carolina, Fort Bragg, North Carolina.
North Carolina.
That's right.
Oh my gosh. Look at that, y'all. North Carolina. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. So
Isn't it good to just be sitting there watching two people talk, and it's not about the coronavirus or who doesn't want to leave here and who's does? Isn't it just? Oh, this is so refreshing just to be sitting here talking about something different than politics and medicine. All right, back to the conversation.
No, I'm gonna go back to the conversation, but I'm gonna have to say yes. I agree with you. Yeah. It's nice to kind of get away for a second. That's why I love doing these interviews and get into people out there like you that is out there doing some great things. And I love your music. I've been a fan of yours forever and a day. And when I first met you, I think you guys were doing like a tribute, and all of the 90 brands, well, mostly all of the 90 bands were together, and you guys got together and you guys were singing, and we were interviewing folks, and I remember I was like, I want to interview Intro, and you was like, oh, you want to interview them? Just as casual as ever. And you were like, yeah, I know them. I'll let you interview them. And come to find out you was in a group. So you're a very humble guy.
I remember that. I think that was in the Ovens Theater in Charlotte, North Carolina, or Raleigh, North Carolina.
North Carolina.
I remember that.
Yes, Charlotte, North Carolina. It sure was. And it was I was excited, and I was like, oh my God, I get to interview, all of the 90s groups and everything. So you start with Intro, the group started, you guys started touring all around the world. Did you think Intro would become what it was?
From the beginning to where we ended up at, it was like just one long day. Just one long day. It's like you're just grateful for every day and every opportunity, and every time you hear your song on the radio, or anytime somebody calls to come and perform at the next venue, is all you have to take it in as that moment, and you have to chew it slow and taste it, because you never know. Everyone that has aspirations to go into the music business, you have to really realize that your career does have somewhat of a lifespan. People become interested in other things and stuff. We've been